Whoops. Uh-uh. Douche bully doesn't know his own strength. Oh boy. There we go. Alrighty. Killer Jock, 17. Boasted, I guess I'm just too strong. After helping beat a boy, 16, to death at an Arizona house party. Bullies then danced on the dying teen's body and pretended to hump him. Okay, thank you. They posted a uh, they posted a Daily Mail article that contains all the details. I just saw this today. I gotta read this. Got in a fight, killed a kid. Guess I don't know my own strength. Beat 16-year-old Preston Lord to death at a Halloween party. Bragged about being too strong after the deadly fight. Talon Renner, along with 6 other bullies, part of the Gilbert Goons gang in Arizona. They actually name themselves a gang, a Goons gang. And I was just going to say, I was just going to say too, please throw this little shit behind bars for a long time before he gets off of this scot-free and then becomes a cop. It's really funny because wasn't it a group of cops that just got all sentenced to prison? One of them got sentenced for like 15 years or something. They called themselves the Goon Squad or something. He boasted to Snapchat, after throwing hammer punches on Preston Lord at a bash in Gilbert, Arizona back in October. Renner and 6 others have been arrested over the death of Lord, who died of a brain injury 2 days after. Police records allege one unnamed boy danced on the teen's body shortly after the beating, while the others performed simulated rape acts to further degrade the victim. Newly released communications, said to be between Renner and his friends, offer a chilling insight into the aftermath of the deadly beating. Renner allegedly couldn't help but brag after Lord was killed, texting fellow suspect Taylor Sherman to say, "I might have hospitalized that kid. I hit him pretty hard." The millionaire gym owner's son is also said to have shown a video of the fatal beating he recorded on his phone. "Oh, look, I put this kid on life support." Ugh. There's the little shithead, Talon Renner. And there's the victim. Preston Lord left to die at a Queen Creek Road outside Phoenix after being attacked at the party on October 28th and suffered critical wounds. More messages were sent 2 days after the attack. "Bro, that kid died. Trusty or Talon might get charged with murder," referencing Tristan Billy, who had stomped on Preston's head. All 7 suspects have pleaded not guilty, but not before Talon Renner's parents allegedly tried to plot an escape from justice for their son. Talon's father, Travis, allegedly tried to hide evidence from the night of the beating and shift blame to another boy with a similar name. Ashley Reynolds, who worked for Taylor's father, Travis, claimed she was an unwilling participant in a cover-up that allegedly began as soon as Preston was critically injured. Former employee told Arizona Republic, openly discussed their plans to hide evidence and shift blame onto another boy with a similar name. Dad and the business partner reportedly plotted to bring Talon to a cabin until the injuries he sustained while handing out the beating healed up. Detectives recorded that Renner's family had financial means to aid in fleeing to Mexico. And he was taken out of the Phoenix area after the attack. Phoenix police had to apologize earlier this month after Talon's parents, Becky and Travis, received special valet parking service. Apologize after the fact, huh? A deputy was seen pulling into the millionaire gym owner's white Tesla Model X into a private car park so they could avoid running a gauntlet of journalists. Authorities took months to name the suspects, with enraged locals who demanded justice and claimed the young boys' powerful families were preventing justice from being served. Renner's other son, Kyler, is said to be a violent man too. He's been charged in connection with 2 separate gang attacks. The dad was also arrested in January on suspicion of drug possession and paraphernalia charges. Here's good. This is them coming to serve the arrest warrant, and no one was home. Look at Dad's little smirk right there. Talon Renner's parents, Becky and Travis, were escorted through a back exit of Durango Juvenile Court in Phoenix. Yep, look about as much as I'd expect. And the police apologized because they gave them special valet parking. Here's the other son, Kyler. Over 40 minutes of 911 calls were made. Investigators believe the fight broke out over a gold chain after D Money, later identified as Dominic Turner, ripped the chain off. Taylor Sherman, Dominic Turner, and William Owen Hines, all charged with murder and kidnapping. Treston Bailey, Billy, and Talon Vigil have also been charged in the murder. That guy looks like a rat. That guy kind of looks like Dustin Hoffman, young Dustin Hoffman. I don't think it's going to save him now. Other members also fired off incriminating messages. William Hines told police, "Straight up, bro, I was drunk. Heat of the moment. I kicked him one time and I kicked his leg." Each of them are facing first-degree murder charges and kidnapping charges. Tristan, Jacob, and Dominic are also facing charges of aggravated robbery. Yeah. They need to charge Dad as well. Fucking sick, rich American shit. Dad tried to pin it on another kid with a similar name. Absolute scumbag. Because dad and son sound like fucking sociopaths. Son brags about the whole thing and daddy tries to pin it on a completely innocent person. Absolutely no morality, shame, or integrity. Seriously, what kind of fucked up brain is just like, guess I killed someone because I'm so strong? The type of people who think it's something to brag about. And it was 7-on-1. What the hell kind of strength is that? It's cowardice. Yeah, something tells me he's going to see how strong he is soon enough. You should tell him. If you can take down the guys in the prison you're going to, we'll let you go. This whole tree is rotten at the root. Crime of passion is one thing, and I even believe someone can come back from it. This is a new level of continuous disregard for other lives and loves. You know, that's the more concerning part. Being a piece of shit is one thing, but to not even have that moment of shit, what have I done? That's psychopathic behavior. And if ever there was a reason to not care about somebody, it's a person who is psychotic and doesn't have the ability to care for others. There's your waste of air right there. Uh, you know, you sure you don't want to throw out the old everyone makes mistakes bullshit? I am so fucking tired of disgusting, obscenely malicious behavior written off, or even after serving time. It's the bare minimum. Serve your fucking time and re enter society at the absolute bottom with nothing. They deserve nothing. I'm starting to go MAGA the way I'm so sick of how pathetically soft we are in crime. It's infuriating. No, we're too soft on psychotics like this. We're too soft on your wealthy committing crime. You're way too harsh on people who already have nothing. That's the difference. The dude's a football player who's most likely a scrub in the scheme of football. Just good in his shitty town and city. He's going to get metaphorically raped the first time he meets a real athlete on the defense. We can agree it's fine to wish that, right? Send him to Texas, Cali, or Florida to play a real team. Every douchebag thinks they're a tough guy when there's none others around. I don't understand why people don't get that everyone deserves representation. That's not the fucking point. The attorney suggested that they take the kid and run. It's different when the lawyer is committing crimes while he's supposed to be trying a case legally. Like that rapist, Brock Allen Turner, from a few years back, and the judge decided he was a student athlete and it would impact his future too badly to get a sentence. So he just gets some brief stint slap on the wrist so as not to ruin the rapist's life. Wait, are we talking about rapist Brock Allen Turner, who raped an unconscious woman by a dumpster, caught in the act, and the judge gave him leniency and he only served 3 months in local jail? That rapist Brock Allen Turner? Just want to make sure that the rapist Brock Allen Turner, who was caught in the act and found guilty of 3 felonies, is the same guy we're talking about. And he goes by Alan Turner now instead of Brock to try to obfuscate his identity. Well, we should definitely make sure to bring up the rapist Alan Brock Turner is going by Alan Turner every chance we get to make sure everyone is aware of the fact he raped an unconscious woman by a dumpster and was caught in the act and never served any years in prison. Maybe if the kid didn't die, he'd be fine, but this is a first-degree murder charge. He's in trouble no matter what. I don't know. In America, human lives are as cheap as chickens. They gun down and kill massive amounts of people right in their schools. Everywhere is a goddamn war zone. Hopefully, but daddy's a millionaire business owner, so good luck getting justice. Yeah. You see, the joke here is that a bunch of grimy dudes are going to open an amusement park in the bully's bussy. Open an amusement park, clapping that thing out like an 80s hoopty on rented rims. And while many of these jokes aren't funny and it's typically actually unfortunate that unwanted butt sex is an integral part of the American prison system, in this specific case, you could actually find it fucking hilarious and super rad. Even a broke clock is right twice a day, and even a bunch of criminal cocks is right for this dude's bung. A kid this unself aware probably has a certain immunity from the law. Well, that would mean you're going to have to call the kid the hard. I don't know. I don't think I should say it. The word for people who are cognitively disabled, the R word. They would have to use that as a defense to get him off the hook. Because, kind of the whole point of the law The whole point of the system is it doesn't matter if you're ignorant of the law. It doesn't matter if you have no self-awareness. You are the people who would commit the crimes, and that's what we have prison for. So unless you're that R word, and I'm sure it doesn't want to be made a matter of public record that this kid is an R word, he's not going to get out of it that easy. Because, of course, if he did get off the hook because it's official, he's an R word, I don't think they're going to allow him to play football anymore. I don't think he's going to have much luck getting into a good college anymore. At the very least, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be cool, though? You either admit that you're a psychotic, you're a murderer, and a kidnapper, and serve your fucking time in prison for the next 20 or 30 years. Or, you know, we can make the prison shit go away by saying that you're special. And then you're going to have to live your life because you are now adjudicated as special. No college for you anymore. Little boy, no more football for you anymore. Would you rather be free and live in a group home, or would you rather be in prison for 20 or 30 years? That's what the trade-off should be. Definitely a case of garbage in, garbage out. The whole lot of them should go away for a long time. Not to mention the other little shits that were involved. I wonder what murders the father has gotten away with. Exactly. There's no way a guy like that gets through life this long. And he hasn't done some shit himself. Can confirm that every single person in this suburb and surrounding 3 suburbs absolutely fucking hate this family. They were not liked and now they're loathed. Dad has been arrested, will probably be charged, and hopefully will also get some time. I wonder if even a judge would have the balls to give a lighter sentence to either of them, like it sometimes happens with rich guys, because of the way the surrounding 70-mile radius of people are ready to string this piece of shit family up. Oh, do tell. Also, hopefully these judges are well aware that getting national attention for this, they're going to have to worry about people ousting them or worse if they take it easy on these monsters, because America on the whole isn't putting up with this shit anymore. Just like that piece of shit judge from Brock Turner. They'll just drag it out for eternity. When people forget about it, they'll silently put an end to it. I don't think that kid's family is going to let it stay that way. Without checking the article, this 100% has to be the Renner family. Fuck all of them. Click the article for you. The killer is Taylor Renner. You were spot on. Eye for an eye would make the whole world go blind. Nice. That should absolutely be part of the penalty for something this horrible. You murdered somebody's child. Now you don't get to have any of your own. Chemically castrate them. Yeah, let's put an end to this branch of the horrific evolutional mishap. I heard the dad's getting charged. I heard he lost his business. He named his other kid Kyler. You gotta be on meth and Jesus juice to combine the two already whitest names into one. His dad tried hiding him in different parts of the state. He was only found because a former stepmom caught him still boasting like he was going to get away with it no problem. He deserves to have his son taken away for life, like the other parents did. Then the prosecuting attorney should boast, I guess I'm just too good at prosecution. When will the humping stop? Oh my God. That's cute. I would have his son locked up for Supermax for life. 100% guaranteed this is like father, like son. Infinitely worse. Their family's attorney should be disbarred and charged with accessory to murder. Wouldn't that be harboring a fugitive? Actually, it would be accessory after the fact, as it meets literally all of this criteria. Anyone who assists someone who has committed a crime after the person has committed said crime, with knowledge that the person committed the crime, with the intent to help the person avoid arrest or punishment. Uh, how would this apply to the attorney? If there's a warrant or something, your attorney's only advice is supposed to be to turn yourself in. Evading arrest or assisting their client with it would be illegal. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I talked to my attorney about how to turn myself in. One, you don't get more charges. Two, you can tell the police department you're doing it to get bail squared away, so you're in and out. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't care. I don't care. Well, that other kid who bragged ended up going to prison for like 22 years. I forgot his name. Okay, I don't care how many Reddit armchair attorneys we got. My legal speak isn't up to, I believe it's called legalese, but you're not a lawyer, so. The police is a gang that protects the rich. Yeah. This is a travesty, but we don't want to ruin this bright young man's life. You mean like Brock Turner, the rapist? I got a solution. Alan Turner, therapist. The rapist for 200. Okay. He was only caught because of the pressure the community put on the police. The police knew who he was and did nothing. Everyone got together and went to the press. Gilbert police had 2 years worth of reports on these people and did nothing because of money. Yeah, because Daddy probably paid them off. Oh, and the first boy arrested was a black kid from the poor part of town. Not the rich white kids who actually beat this victim. Yeah, Gilbert is notorious for being a Mormon boom town. PD there are corrupt for this very reason. Oh, well, that explains D money. Huh, sounds like the FBI should be involved now, due to the evidence of their law enforcement malfeasance. Huh. 99% chance your son would never turn out this way in the first place. Something about apples and trees. Exactly, these people have been buying their way out of trouble forever. I'd bet a shiny new nickel this isn't the first or last time. Well, hopefully, this will be the last time. Lots of hints that Dylan Klebold's mother was a psycho. She berates him in her book and is extremely sympathetic to herself. Whatever really happened back then was a lot worse. Hmm. Yeah, I had graduated like right before that. There's a pretty famous movie by a very famous documentarian about how the US's obsession with violence and guns played more of a role than the bullied sociopath angle. Bowling for Columbine. They definitely had an infatuation with violence and violent media. Nah, people like to blame bands and video games for what they did. It was an uncomfortable truth that people didn't want to broach at the time that bullying was rampant at their school, and they'd referred to that as a motive in both their journals and the tapes. Bet this kid'll get a year of jail time and the rest will be probation, given his all American, good white boy looks. In Arizona. So they're charging him as an adult and going for the death penalty. Judge, he wouldn't last a week in prison because of his good looks. If you let him go, he promises not to do it again. Again. He'll be fine in prison. After all, he's too strong. Affluenza, yup. Plus, he grew up rich and never learned it isn't okay to kill people you think is below you. This is a miscarriage of justice. It ain't about whether or not the jury finds him guilty. It's about the sentence that the judge hands down. Hopefully, this judge is an elected one. The time is going to come in this country when all average people will have enough and there will be severe vigilante justice levied on connected people very early and very often. That time gets closer every single day. One can only dream, huh? It's sad, but it seems like the natural progression of the route we're on. Yeah, now you get why they cut off Marie Antoinette's head. It doesn't matter if we have oligarchs or any rich people in a society, so long as the masses are not suffering. But the masses in this country are getting less and less comfortable at an increasing rate. We're not exactly at a breaking point yet, but there is a breaking point, and we are moving toward it. Eventually, people decide that civil action will no longer produce results, and they use other, more effective means to achieve the reform they want. Daddy already lost his business, so they ain't so affluent. Think it would be a good opportunity for him to test his strength in prison. By the end of a long enough term, he should have a good understanding of how strong he really is. He'll be a police chief by his mid-30s. Yes, please. That's exactly what I keep saying. Please, do something. Lock this little fucker away before he gets out, loses all chances at going to college, and becomes a cop. Imagine what a trashy piece of shit parent you must be to have a dumbass monster like that as a kid. Ethan Couch, O.J. Simpson, the storyline is so old. People haven't become made enough to change it yet. I would like to be wrong, but there will be no justice given to the rich. Whoever said money won't solve your problems did not have enough money to solve them. Ariana Grande. Aw, whatever. I don't know. This better not drag on for years. I'm getting fucking sick of that shit too. I want to see these high profile cases done in less than a year. Ooh. Let's watch that again. Texas, where they don't give a fuck about anyone or anything. Man gets attacked trying to get to work in New York City by Palestine protesters. I don't know. Thread has been locked. Must have pissed off a lot of people. I'm going to my dying mother. Well, then let the cops walk. You're wasting money.
Stay back.
This is sad. Now all these protesters are bitching they don't want to vote for Joe Biden again. Because Trump will really help the Muslims, right? Fucking idiots. Like a plague. Oh my God. Yeah. I think protests are now, I understand the fact that they're protesting. It's a good cause, the reason that they're protesting. I actually think a lot of these people are now addicted to protesting. I think it gives this kind of a mass hysteria effect. When they're all in groups together, they feel invincible, like their shit don't stink. And then this shit starts happening. You're not helping your cause by blocking an innocent man from getting to his job that he'll probably get fired from if he doesn't show up for. Because the boss will say, I got here with the protesters outside. That's something I'd like to see people protest. And then they're gonna fuck themselves over, Genocide Joe. You think Trump would have made any different decision? You think Trump would have made anything better? Go ahead. Don't vote for Genocide Joe. Guess who you're going to end up with? And then you'll never be able to protest again. Ugh. Oh, this is old. Crap. Uh-oh. An angry maggot? These are always really fun to watch.
At St. James Church? You think that was a photo op?
Oh. Hold on a second.
At St. James Church? You think that was a photo op? They were looking to take out our president in the capital of the United States of America. He knows what's up. It's evil. What do you think we're like those communists? We cower down to evil and bend? No, my president walked out there. We're in front of the church and held the Holy Bible in front of that American church. Are you kidding me? We will not cower down to evil. We're Americans.
Q is everybody. We don't know who particularly Q is. Q is a movement, okay? It says think for yourself. It doesn't tell you to follow one leader. You can think about what you want with. It doesn't tell you to follow.
Yeah.
You can think about what you want with Q. But I follow the facts and I follow information. And I
Obviously you don't.
think for myself and as American.
That's exactly what you are, as a fucking follower, a fucking cultist. You sound like you think you're Alex fucking Jones. America is sick of people like you. Fucking garbage human beings. Oh, I love this one. I saw this one earlier. Love it. I love it. I love it. This should be top on the list. Fucking boomer Karen spits in a woman's face.
What makes me different than you? Yes.
Gets knocked the fuck out. I love it.
What makes you different than me?
What makes me different than you?
Yes.
The fact that I live here.
Okay, and I live over there and I pay rent as well.
I don't care if you pay rent.
Okay, and I don't either. You're still on the yellow line as well. Okay, so what was your point in coming out and telling me anything about myself?
What?
Why are you telling me about myself when you're also on the yellow line? Okay, and I'm telling you about yourself. Aren't you late for work? And you don't need to park on the yellow line either.
She doesn't need to park here. I don't know where
Look, she's on the yellow line. I'm on the yellow line. Slim, go over there. What do you see? Both of us parked on the yellow line. But because she lives here, exactly, you're not supposed to park here either. But because she lives there,
Don't park here.
don't park up against my car. Please stay 6 feet away, coronavirus. You are Karen. Back away. You saw that. I got you on camera. I got you on camera.
I did not spit your face.
I got you. You're a bitch. You just spit in my face. You spit in my face. 6 feet away. Call the cops. I got it on camera. I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
Good. My head is bleeding. I'm surprised it's red. She walked right back up to her. I would have shoved that old bitch down again. Oh my God, I love to watch boomers get it like that. Oh, these fucking old ass Karens. This is the only way they learn. They don't learn after the fact, but it helps. It goes a long way. And then when Karen calls the cops and she ends up getting arrested, she still won't learn, but after a while, it'll sink in. I don't know. All right. See ya.